something that I hadn't seen in a long time. Everybody was smiling. You know, she was touched, and everybody that was in there was touched by her knowing and trying to be the person that she is. What a great lady. What a great lady. If you go to McDonald's, you know that you don't see anything in there that other than you don't have a lot of personalities or anything. But you know what? She added that to it. Smiles and laughter, and it was just fantastic. It was great. Very rarely does that happen. She just passed away. It's just, I think it touches each and every one of us. I'm going to read Psalms, the 23rd chapter. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, thy covered me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our life, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. We have all been blessed by this young lady. You know, I was kind of so surprised because when you start talking with people, you don't normally hear laughter, you don't hear smiling, you don't see any of that going on. And I was on the next area over and walked over, and every single body had a smile on their face, and they were laughing. She had a gift that very few people have that. We've all been blessed by her friendship and relationship as far as our families are concerned. When the trumpet of the Lord shall reign, and time shall be no more, and the morning breaks eternal, bright and fair, when the saved on earth shall gather over on the other shore, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. Let us labor for the Master, for the dawn's a setting sun. Let us talk of all his wondrous love and care. Then when all of life is over and our work on earth is done, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. What I'd like to do at this time, I'd like to open the floor for anybody who would like to add to anything. Somebody that might have something that they want to say about this lovely lady. Would someone stand and give us a little talk? Amen. God bless you.
You know, everybody that's here with me right now, I mean, everybody knows how much Carrie meant to me. And how she meant to everybody else here too. Everybody has their problems. And for them to fall on the faults of everybody else, I mean, thinking you figure that out for anybody, but you know what? She was a wonderful person.
Amen.
She loved everybody else, and I'm telling you, she always always put everybody in front of herself too, and that meant a lot to me. I'm always gonna miss my niece. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to deal with this, you know what I mean? She was my life. She meant everything to everybody else too. She was so fucking buoyant and alive. I mean, she showed herself again. She was very alive when it came to the beginning of her life. I mean, she showed. That she was just alive in life, and to be loved, to be alive after everything.
Amen. Amen. Would someone else like to speak at this time? Would you like to go?
I'm Carrie's dad, in case you don't know me. I was there when she was born, I loved her very much. I didn't agree with everything she did, but I still loved her. I didn't just lose her today. Lisa, my boyfriend, took off with my 4 grandkids and stole half the stuff out of my house. So, that's why they're not here today. God says he won't give you more than you can handle. He's pushing it. Thank y'all for coming.
You got this, brother. Come on, Michael.
Amen.
Come on, buddy. You got this, brother. We're all here. Come on, buddy. We're all here for you.
Can't tell us about me. Oh, my bosom.
Anyone like to talk?
I love Carrie Smith. And only know her for 2 years, but she was a good person. She was funny, outgoing. And she was always there for everybody, and especially her grandma. And I'm her grandmother's best friend. And they know they have us if they need us. I love you, Diane.
Amen.
Amen.
Would someone else like to speak at this time?
Enough is enough. It is. This is it.
Judge me, O Lord, for I have walked in mine integrity. I have trusted also the Lord, therefore I shall not slack. Examine me, O Lord, and prove me. Try my rein and my heart. For thou loving kindness is mine eye. And I have walked in truth. I have not sat with the vain persons, neither will I go into dissemblables. I have the hate of the congregation,
evildoers, and I will not sit with the wicked. I will wash my hands in intimacy, so will I all the Lord. That I may publish with the voice of thanksgiving and tell of thy wondrous works. Lord, I have loved the inhabitants.
Yes, you will. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Yes, you will.
Gather not my souls with sinners, nor my life with bloody people, in whose hands is mischief, and the right hand is full of bribes. But as for me, I will walk in mine integrity. Did you hear what I said? In my integrity. Means a lot. Means a lot. Redeem me and be merciful unto me. Because you see, the Lord's going to be merciful to you as long as you put forth the effort. What's the greatest sermon that we can teach today? What is the greatest sermon that's on today? I know you know it. The greatest sermon that we have today is the life that you live. Did you hear what I said? The life that you live. The greatest sermon that we can have today is the life that you live. If you're out doing craziness, guess what's going to come back to you? Craziness. If you're in the Lord's work, what's going to happen? You're going to be blessed. You're going to be blessed. We don't always know what's going on in our lives. Now, a lot of y'all have your children here. And this is the most important thing in our lives, is to make sure those children have the right path to go to. The worst thing I've ever heard in my life would be my son said to me, Dad, you're doing wrong. You're not going to, you know, you've done a lot of wrong. That's not going to happen. We've got to put our trust and our faith not only in our brothers and sisters, but our moms and dads, our cousins. My dad used to tell me, never say anything bad about anybody because you're probably related to them. Well, that's the truth. We are related to each other. When you became a Christian and a follower of Christ, you became a member, a family member of God. Not just somebody sitting down. We became a family. Today, this family needs to be with you. Did you know that? This family needs to be with you. The greatest sermon that we can have today is the life that we live. The life that we live. If you're living a life that's out away from the Lord, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be in trouble. It's going to be a problem. Because the Lord don't bring problems to his door. Am I correct in that? He doesn't bring the problems to your door. But the devil does. The greatest sermon that we can have is the life that you live. If you're living a life that's not in the word of the Lord, then you're going to face the consequences of it. If you're doing what God asked you to do, and you will be blessed. You will be blessed. Now, somebody told me, well, if I'm blessed, does that mean money? About years ago, I was shot and cut and put away wet, and I'm still above ground. And the Lord's still blessing me every day. I was a policeman. In fact, I was a deputy sheriff of this county. The thing about it, and I try to tell people, the Lord will bless you if you put forth the effort. You know, if you hide yourself from the gospel, what's going to happen? Can you see my face? That's what you're going to see. The greatest thing is the life that you live. There's a lot going on right now. Each and every one of us are going to be faced with this. And the love is still there. The love is for each and every one of you. Because we all became a family. And when in your family, what do? You go over and you say, brother, I'm glad that you're in my family. Young lady, I'm glad that you're a member of my family. Do you understand what we're saying? Right over here, we've got a whole line of family members. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're blessed. Thank you for being here. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the back row. Thank you for being here. Each row, thank you for being here. They need you to be here. Because you know why? We're all family. And when you don't do things with family, what happens? What happens when you're not with your family? Who goes to help you when your family's right next door to you? You don't need nobody else. When you got family, everybody works together. And that's what we need to be doing right now. We need to be able to do that. We need to be able to say to you, sister, I'm glad that you're here today. Because you're here with us because we needed you. We're glad that you're here. We can't solve all the problems, but we can still pray for it. And we can believe that something's going to happen. And let me tell you something. When we believe that something's going to happen, the one thing that I won't never do is I will never ignore anyone out here. If you have something that you would like to add to this, please let me know right now. Don't be frightened on it. Just say what you've got on your mind. Now, ladies, you say something. You're a blessing. You're a blessing. Each one of you are a blessing. You don't become a blessing unless you're doing what? Being faithful. And let me tell you something. You can have the hardest things. You can have the worst job in the world. But you know what? When Christ came into this world, He took all that away. He took it all away. And He's telling you, just that right now, every day, everything you turn to, He's going to say, I want you being back in where I'm at. I want you to be in God's house. I want you to be there and be a family member. What's a family member? That's everybody. Because we've all became a family. Now, I'd like to open the floor up again. Is there anyone who would like to speak at this time? Our young people, where are our young people at? Got a young man right there. In the red, next to your red shirt. Did you know that's our future? Did you know that young man is our future? I know there's some other boys up here and little girls up here and everything. This is the next generation. Now, I'm going to soon be 78 years old soon. I've been shot, cut, and put away wet, and I'm still above ground, and I'm still praising the Lord. You can go through a lot of things, but the one thing that won't never come away from is the love of the Lord. He'll always be there. But you've got to put forth your hand. You've got to put out there and say, listen, I'm here, I'm ready. I'm ready to do anything that you want me to do. And the main thing I need to do right now is take this phone and throw it in the garbage. The thing that I've tried to express on people, and that is this. The Lord will bless you. He will bless you every day. We're going to have, I believe there's a program that's going to be going on at
VFW.
the FW.
306 South Central Avenue.
And how many of you know where that's at? Okay, everybody know where it's at? Okay.
306
You
South.
just Google VFW Central Avenue, it'll come up for you.
Okay. All right.
We do have a video for everybody.
Okay, all right. I'll go ahead. We're going to turn it over to the video, okay? I want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. You know, we're all members of the family of what? Family of God. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be here. Amen?
Amen.